Just the thought of what I could have did to him frightens me to this day. Because as I mentioned, I was about that life, and my mind was going to different places on how to eradicate stuff. And that's not me. I mean, if I get pushed, I mean, if you push anybody, they're capable of doing anything. But it wasn't worth it. And I thank God that at the end of the day, Spirit always steps in to keep me from being a savage and being a savage. Because I was raised around, I was a nice kid who was raised around savages, and I learned savage ways. And I'm not gonna lie, New York back then was nothing nice. I mean, it's like Gotham City now, so it's even worse. But back then, when I was raised, you couldn't show a heart. Excuse me. You couldn't show emotion. You couldn't show gratitude to a certain extent. I did because I was in Islam, but I felt by me praying 5 times a day that I could do whatever I wanted and still get, a pass from God at that time. I wasn't nice. I did abstain from a lot of things, but my attitude was nasty. I didn't care about people. I thought people was beneath me. Um, I was better than the next person. I was smarter, like they couldn't even compare. In reality, I'm not gonna lie, it was the truth, and it's still the truth. I just shouldn't have communicated it in that way on that level, but it was really the truth. Honestly, it was the truth. Um, so it was messy, and I really felt bad when I found out that he relives this um, every March when his daughter's birthday comes around. I got over it and walked away from it like it was nothing. So for me, it's like a bad dream, but for him, it's like a reoccurring nightmare. And then my heart goes out to him because I really feel bad about that. I apologized, to his daughter and asked if she ever needed me to come to therapy. If they wanted a therapy session, then I could rock like that. But I'm big enough to understand that things happen. I'm not the person that I was back then, and it was a messy situation, and we all had to take accountability for our actions because we had 2 years of nonsense, the back and forth. It was a lot. So I said all I have to say is, people, when you're out here doing things, it will have a lasting effect. It may not have a lasting effect in your life, but whoever you victimize, the Vic will have lasting, effects or the consequences. So just be mindful. Um, but we all grow, we all learn. Um, hopefully he's in a better place at this time. But back then, um, it was sad. It was really sad. That's why I can't rock with poly life. I can't rock with open relationships. I can't rock with people who want to do this and do that because a lot of things were unbeknownst to me at the time. And it came to a head that morning. The cops got involved. I mean, it was a big thing. Um, families got involved. There was no communication with me in this one for a while, but I didn't realize that Spirit was setting everything up for a reason. Then she stayed out there in the streets for 20 years, running around, running rampant. I was clean and sober, just doing my thing, working hard, doing this, doing that. So the things that hurt you the most are the things that God will use to bring you to knowledge of self, knowledge of Him, to operate at your highest vibration. And those are some of the things that I had to go through. Those are some of the things I had to go through. And it was hard. Like when my first girlfriend passed away 4 years into our relationship from ovarian cancer, I thought that was just gonna kill me, just take me out. And I ran to the streets. With my homegirl, I ran to the streets. Because you try to numb that pain. You don't want to face it. You just want to be gone. But God used all of these situations, and you can see it through hindsight, how He used these things to save me. I had to hurt to grow. As humanity, we don't learn unless we hurt. And you put your hand in fire, ow, you learn not to do it again. If you put your hand in fire and it didn't hurt, oh, you would keep putting your hand in fire. Like, oh, this is cute. we have to learn. We learn from being hurt. We learn from pain. That sensation does something to us, and that's how we know to stop. Like when you was a kid and your mother would slap your hand on something, you wasn't afraid of the hand. You was afraid of the sensation that came from the hand. That's how you learn. Like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. So everything has long-lasting effect, whether we realize it or not. All we can do is vibrate at our higher selves, and we know what not to do because we done did so much already. And I'm grateful for every day because I have inflicted a lot of pain, and a lot of pain has been inflicted on me. So when karma finally came and hit me, I took it like a champ. I was like, yo, I'm good. Thank you. Um, it woke me up. I said, I understand what this is. I recognize karma. Thank you for coming. I won't see you again. When I do, it'll be on better terms because it'll be good karma coming. And I never went into another relationship like that. I never went into another relationship like that. And I've never put my hands on another person. Um, that wasn't me. That was so out of character. But now I see how things can happen. As they say, it's a thin line between love and hate. It's a thin line between love and hate. So I know what people are capable of because I know what I'm capable of. And if I'm capable of certain things, I know the next person is capable of God knows what. So, with all that being said, brothers and sisters, just be mindful of your actions. Just be mindful because what may seem like a small thing to you may be huge and it may really affect someone else's life and the trajectory of their life. And I would like to take this time to say that I apologize to you. You know who you are if you ever see this video. I won't blast your name out there. You probably still living in Brooklyn or you might be in Manhattan. But knowing you, you probably still in Brooklyn. And I really feel bad. I apologize for putting my hands on you and ruining what should have been the happiest day of your life. Um, I don't need your forgiveness because God has already forgiven me. But I want you to forgive yourself and your girlfriend for what was going down at the time. And I really wish things didn't happen the way that they did. I've used it to elevate myself on what not to do. And I just feel bad, I really do. I wish we could turn back the hands of time. I hope that you allow God to take the hurt and pain away from you and that you let Him remind you of the happiest day of your life that you got to bring your daughter home. You got to experience this. You got to experience being a father. So until next time, brothers and sisters, use your light to shine on somebody else. Lead with love, light, empower, educate, pour back into yourselves. None of us are perfect. We are imperfect people made by a perfect spirit, divine spirit. So with that being said, I say